Hey guys, good morning. So this morning I've been thinking a lot about anxiety. It's just kind of been on my heart lately, and not because I've been dealing with it. Really just because, I dealt with it so long that I see it in other people, and I hate to see it because man, it's a burden that we're so much better off without. And so I'd be remiss if I didn't, bring it up and tell you guys that it is 100%, 100% fixable. That a proper human diet undoubtedly has an effect on your anxiety. Now, I'm not saying it can completely get rid of it, but it will 100% help you. And this is kind of what it did for me. Was when I finally got into eating high fat, well, not high fat, but higher fat than what the standard American diet is, low carbohydrate. Now that's very important because it's the blood sugar that actually causes anxiety. It's like the spikes, the ups and the downs. Well, and also gluten and grains and these things that release cytokines that and they stop you from absorption. It's a perfect storm of stuff that happens when you eat these foods that we've been told to eat for the last 100 years. Um, but yeah, when you start eating a proper human diet, all of this stuff, all of this anxiety, it just starts to kind of dissipate. And it doesn't, mine didn't completely go away, but it went away enough that I felt good enough to become social. And this brings me to my next point. Now, anxiety behaviorally and spiritually, the number one defining characteristic of a person with anxiety is overwhelming self-awareness. And it's funny because in Genesis, when man fell, when we partook in the fruits from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, what happened was we became self-aware. We became self-conscious. That was the first thing that happened. We became self-conscious. And then oddly enough, sin, the definition of sin in the New Testament was to miss the mark. And so if everything you're doing is based on how, a self-interest, you've already failed. So, and if self-interest, overwhelming self-interest causes you anxiety, then the antidote would be service to others. And this is exactly what Jesus says to do. He says, truly, you are to be a servant. Like the lowest among you will be the exalted to the highest spiritually. Because uh, peace, which is the opposite of anxiety, is a spiritual gift. So, and this is, like he says, like you will store these gifts in heaven. It's completely true. That's a spiritual gift, is peace. So, through a proper human diet and through service to others, your anxiety can be gone, and it can be gone in 90 days. If you start today and you put in the work, you can be anxiety free in 90 days. And I wholeheartedly believe that. If I did not believe that, I wouldn't be telling you, because what a belief is